It's perhaps been a while since you've caught up with our Liam. Well, if you remember, he passed his scout initiation with flying colors and was immediately thrown into the thick of a sea rat invasion on his village, Lilygrove. He made his way through the village and to the catacombs, where he bravely saved some locals from the rats' clutches. But then came Scumsnout. He was a nasty were-rat if ever there was one of Clooney's own commanders, sent to pillage the countryside before Clooney himself came for Redwall soon after, in the summer of the late Rose. Scumsnout and his sea rats wrought havoc on the little village, and Liam's betrothed Sophia was bitten by the monster's poisonous maw. Infection soon flared, but Liam had a mission first, straight from Captain Robin himself. Get to the Lilygrove lighthouse and light it. The light would warn the surrounding countryside of the attacks and call for much-needed reinforcements. Scumsnout chased him the whole way, but Liam was too crafty for him. He reached the lighthouse just in time, and as Scumsnout pursued him to the top, he was blinded by the lighthouse's beam, and his mighty tail knocked Liam off his feet and sent him falling out the window to a perilous fate.
By George, Brother Jethro, you sure have put together a fantastic midsummer play. The rehearsal looked just magical.
Oh, well, it would have been even more so had you waited to sneak a peek until its debut tomorrow night.
Can you blame us? We heard that music and we just had to take a look.
I do believe it be too tempting to ignore.
I can't wait to see the rest of it at the festival. If I'd known you were such a storyteller, Brother Jethro, I'd have come south sooner.
Well, Captain Barker, I'm only passing the tale along. I've heard you've got an exciting tale about Finn and Fiona.
Oh, Brother Jethro, if you keep letting the boy have his nightmares, never are my remedies going to work.
Nightmares?
Oh, I caught him in the library, grabbing at that spyglass of yours again. Might have cracked his noggin had I not gotten there in time.
I'm sorry, Grandfather. I just can't sleep. Mom and Dad keep fighting. And Liam, falling off the lighthouse. Grandfather, you never told me what happens next.
Well, William, your eyes could hardly stay open last night. I'd have been a terrible grandfather if I hadn't let you sleep.
But Scumsnout and Liam, he can't have been hurt. He's too important.
Oh, little William, you've grown quite fond of Liam, eh?
I mean, he's a great warrior, and now he fights so hard for Sophia. He reminds me of Dad.
Well?
I guess Jethro will have to finish the story then.
Yes, please.
All right, very well. Let's continue. But where were we exactly?
Liam was running away from Scumsnout. He'd been knocked out of the lighthouse. But he wasn't. Surely he didn't.
He'd saved Lilygrove with his courage. Remember, with the lighthouse lit, reinforcements throughout Mossflower would come to their aid. But his success came at a great price. Falling through the night air, Liam wondered if his journey to the dark forest was finally upon him. Luckily, Martin had more use for him yet.
Ouch! Oh, my head! Is that the sound of battle? But who's fighting the rats? The villagers fled!
Scout pikes you right here and now.
Tussle?
Legendary? You haven't seen legendary till you've heard of blood secret.
Is that Liam Eagle-Eye? I can't believe it. I thought no mouse could survive that fall.
I'm just as surprised as you are. I'm not dreaming, am I?
Not this time. Get your head together, Eagle-Eye. We've got rats to defeat.
Why don't you run back to the sea while you still can?
Oh, never run from a mouse.
Very well, but I assure you, you're going to regret this.
Soon that
Thank you, Liam. I'm grateful to see you alive and well. And I'm sure Sophia will be too.
Is Sophia all right? Where is she?
Sophia's waiting for us at the dock. She's alive, but I fear her health is waning. There should only be a few vermin left now. Let's dispatch them quickly and meet up with Sophia as soon as possible.
I've seen toads with more skill than this lot.
run back to your...
I've seen toads with more skill than this lot.
Run back to your little mousy hole, you mousies. Why don't you just give up already, huh?
Not if we have anything to say about it.
It's not like a couple of mice to take us to rats.
Oh, I don't think so. Doesn't look like it.
Oh, I'm gonna nap.
You're even duller than you look.
Why, thank you, Liam. Those two are giving us a run for our honey, that's for certain.
You two all right?
Just fine and dandy. Though, I think you're making us senior scouts look bad, Liam. Going around saving the day for us.
Come on, you two. Robin said to meet up at the dock.
Her fever's getting worse, Liam. I fear we don't have the resources to help her here. But you've lit the lighthouse, and because of that, more defenders are being rallied from the woods. Well done!
Thank you, Captain Robin. But what are we going to do about Sophia? Scumsnout's still up on the lighthouse, and she seems to be getting worse by the second. We can't stay here.
No, you can't. That's why we've prepared the boat for you here. Take Sophia across the bay to Old Moss Creek. The creek is too rough to row, especially upriver, so you'll have to get out, find a path, and make your way to the Winsome Wraith.
The Winsome Wraith? But isn't that where...
Stoats, yes. One of whom is my oldest friend, and the best healer you'll ever meet on this side of Redwall. Find Valo Scrimpaw, tell him Robin sent you, and he'll help Sophia. I'm sure of it.
How are you feeling, Soph?
I'm all right, Liam. Thanks to you. You saved my life.
I'm quite certain you would have gotten yourself out of that sewer had I not stopped by. Likely would have slayed Scumsnout too.
Ha ha. Your optimism never does die, does it?
Not so long as I've got you here with me.
Well, it's just what I need.
Once we cross the bay into Old Moss Creek, I'll find you some nice herbs to get comfortable. Maybe even some honeysuckle. Your favourite.
Maybe we could have some mushroom pie for breakfast too.
Yes, mushrooms. Good for the bones.
Well, I
Actually, I was thinking we should bake lots of mushroom pies to see which recipe tastes the best. Then have one for our wedding and... Wait, bones? I don't think mushrooms do anything for the bones.
I'm not sure now's a good time to be picking out wedding desserts.
Why not? What else am I going to think of? My throbbing shoulder? Let's head on whenever you're set, Liam. I actually think my shoulder might be feeling a bit better. Oh!
Please be careful, Sophia. Ready for an adventure, Soph?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Before you go, Liam, Freyby is ahead of you on his way to the Winsome Wraith as well.
Freyby? He's business with the stoats too?
He's carrying with him a special key known as the Tangram, but I fear the rats know about it. Or at least they know it could be valuable to them, and they're right. But we can't risk them finding it, which is why it must be delivered safely to the hand of Valo Scrimpaw. It'll be safe with him. Go now, then, and get Sophia to the Winsome Wraith.
Practicing your scout's call?
Of course. I always found the scout's whistle code to be the neatest thing as a dippet. Now I get to use it myself. Don't forget the rhyme. Once to follow, twice to come, thrice for danger, 4 times none.
How could I possibly forget? Freyby uses the whistle as often as he can, even to call us for supper. It's rather annoying, actually. So, how are you holding up, my love? How many whistles?
I'm fine. Why do you ask?
Soph.
What?
You don't have to hide from me, remember?
Okay. I suppose I'm not completely fine. It's just this fever's got my head a bit dizzy and I'm worried about the dark forest and what we might find inside. Sorry, Liam, I just don't want to burden you.
Sophia, we are not going to die. And you couldn't be a burden if you tied yourself to my foot.
Well, thanks.
Liam had never seen his Sophia like this. He desperately wanted to make her feel better. But how? What could lift her spirits? He knew Sophia, above all else, cared about her community and her relationships. But she also found confidence in her own strength, to the point where it was difficult for her to admit her weaknesses. Perhaps this knowledge could help him find something encouraging to say.
We've got the skills we need to get you to the Wraith. It's going to be all right.
I suppose. I just feel so incapable, having been the one scout to get caught by scum-snouts. It's infuriating. I hope the others are doing all right. With that monster still in Lily Grove.
They have each other, and that's what matters. There's no better team than the Scouts of Lilygrove.
You're right, of course. We've got to keep moving forward. I suppose we'll meet plenty of rats along our path too, do you think?
Well, if we do, we'll figure it out, won't we?
Your optimism always reminds me that everything will be all right. Probably. I hope Freyby's as cheerful as you right now. He's all by himself out there.
Don't worry, Soph. No scout is ever really alone. Not with all our skills.
Aye. The Tangram's got to get to safety. Whatever it is. I do hope we see him soon. I wonder if the stoats of the Winsome Wraith are as friendly as Captain Robin seems to think they are.
Even if they're not, we can resolve to be friendly, can't we?
Yes, you're right, as usual. I just I don't want to be such a burden to you and the other scouts.
You're much too strong to ever be a burden, my love.
I love you too, Liam. Thank you. I'm just looking forward to this all being over, and then we can finally hold our wedding ceremony.
Agreed. I can't wait.
That'll certainly be a happy day. Oh, we've reached the shore.
I smell a campfire on the wind. To the north. If we head upriver, we can find it and make camp.
Liam, how much further do you think it is to the campsite?
Not far. Can you smell it in the breeze?
Yeah, sure I can.
Are you hurting that bad?
No. I'm fine. Entirely fine.
Sophia, I'm worried about you.
I told you I'm fine, Liam.
What's the matter, Liam? Ah, of course. Scout on, dear.
You left a box out here. Sophia, I can't stand to hear you in pain any longer. What can I do to help?
Liam, I can't keep scurrying around like you are. And maybe there's another way. You could go on ahead and find a better path.
What? I can't! What if the rats find you?
We don't have a choice, Liam. Scout ahead like the wondrous scout you are. Find a smooth path. Then come back and lead me through it.
Perhaps I could be of assistance?
Huh? Who's that? Reveal yourself!
My. I beg your pardon, young scout. I had no intention of alarming you.
Albert? What in the name of Martin are you doing all the way out here?
I fled with a group of woodlanders from Lilygrove, but alas, I was separated from them in all the hullabaloo.
It's wonderful to see you, Albert. You look rather put together. What for a village mouse out of the snowy woods all alone?
Well, a tailor can't change his stripes now, can he? But what about you, dear Sophia? I'm sorry to say you're not looking quite your best. If I overheard correctly, you were having trouble.
Yes, well... Actually, Albert, we are having a bit of trouble.
Just a bit. Truth is, Albert, I've been bitten by a wererit, and my shoulder's, well, a bit of a mess. Liam needs to scout ahead to find a route to travel upon, but he won't leave me alone. Although I can certainly take care of myself.
Perhaps you might stay with Sophia while I find a proper path.
I was going to suggest the very thing, my good mouse.
Very well, then. Albert, please keep an eye on Sophia.
Here, here.
Now, go on, my love. Get scouting.
How can I get across?
I do hope so, young scout. I was devastated.
Certainly it's here, right here, in fact. But if not here, is that Liam Rivermouse? What in the name of Martin are you doing all the way out here?
Well, I suppose I could ask the same of you, Mr. Starthistle.
Well, I suppose so. But once those rats invaded my study back in the Lilygrove catacombs, I didn't have much choice but to leave while I still had my skin. Who's going to treasure the history of this world if not for me, eh? Speaking of treasure, you didn't happen to find my Starthistle family amulet on your journey, did you?
Starthistle family amulet? I don't think so.
I hid the amulet a while back along with a trail of riddles to find it again. It's so valuable, I can't leave it out in my study in case someone loots it like those blasted vermin did. But now that the rats have invaded our home, I'm worried sick one of them may find it. I'm sure I'm just being paranoid, but if you happen back to Lilygrove and come across one of my riddles, please do keep it safe, won't you? You could use it in the meantime. I bet it'd be rather helpful for a scout on the road. When you wear it, it helps your sniffer sniff better by letting you use active scent while moving.
Oh, it certainly would help a bunch. But it's all the way back in Lilygrove?
Aye, so you'd have to go back to find it. Maybe even back in time.
Back in time?
Yes, I'm not sure how you'll do that, though. While you're here, do you think you might do me a favor? I've been trying to figure out how to get to that chest up on the ledge over there all day, and, well, I do believe your scout climbing skills are a bit more capable than mine. Might you be willing to fetch what's inside it for me? I've got a feeling it's something quite valuable.
Sorry, Mr. Starthistle, but I've got to get Sophia out of here as quick as I can.
Huh? And I thought scouts were supposed to be helping the little folk. Fine, then, be on your way.
How can I get across?
I do hope so, young scout. I would be devastated to find they'd been captured by those vermin.
Over here! Up here, you two. We can cross using this rope.
Good idea. Albert?
These old bones can handle that much, my good mouse.
Rats! Quick, everyone down! I'll find a safe way through.
It wasn't me. It was too Frit. Not my fault. Bridge wasn't strong enough. Quit making excuses. You should have checked the bridge first.
Well, you never should hide my scent.
Quit your squabbling. No one wants to hear a bunch of... It wasn't me. It was too Frit. Not my fault. It wasn't strong enough. Quit making excuses. You should have checked the bridge first.
Well, you never checked the bridge first.
Quit your squabbling. No one wants to hear a bunch of babes crying all day. We're doing our best, Whip Rider. Right? My paws are sore.
Your paws are sore? Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. You sound like a little mouser. Is that what you are? A little mouser.
How'd these even fall through the bridge? Ain't bridges supposed to be, you know, holding stuff?
Well, I think the wood was weak, which caused it to break under the weight of the...
That don't make a lick of sense. It wasn't me. It was too Frit.
Not my fault. It wasn't strong enough.
Quit making excuses. You should have checked the bridge first.
Well, you never checked the bridge first.
Quit your squabbling. No one wants to hear a bunch of babes crying all day. We're doing our best, Whip Rider. Right? My paws are sore.
Your paws are sore?
Is that what you are?
A little mouser?
How'd these even fall through the bridge? Ain't bridges supposed to be, you know, holding stuff?
Well, I think the wood was weak, which caused it to break under the weight of the...
That don't make a lick of sense.
went right over those rats' heads, and they hadn't a clue.
Thank you for all your help, Albert.
Oh, Liam, it's no trouble at all.
What's the matter, Liam?
How are you feeling, Soph? Better? Worse?
Actually, that poultice you made has me feeling quite alright. Although, I admit my fever is still making me a bit woozy. But I'm sure Albert can help us get to the Winsome Wraith, quick as a weevil on rye. Let's just get as far as we can today before making camp for the night. Ah, of course. Scout on, dear.
Oh, the Ivy Wayne sisters! I hope they're alright. And not fighting again. There's a cave back there in the rock! I bet that barley mill is older than Martin himself. I can't believe it's still turning.
Liam Rivermouse? Is that you?
Hi, Miss Ivy Wayne. How are you? I didn't expect to see you out here. In the snow?
Well, what do you expect? Those blasted vermin forced us out of our homes and into this cold to live like cave mice. I am positively shivering my tail off. You did say you were a scout now, didn't you?
Yes, I'm a scout. Just as of last night, actually.
Then why don't you do your scoutly duties and fetch me something warm, I did see some cattails around here. They're good for sewing mittens. Perhaps 3 should do the job.
Sorry, Miss Ivy Wayne, but if I don't get Sophia out of these woods, I'm afraid she'll be the one who turns blue.
Of course I understand. No old maid is worth the time of a youngster like yourself.
Oh, no! That's not what I meant.
Of course not. You'd best be on your way then.
How can I get across?
Whoever's mill this is must have fled north as well.
Liam, I think it might be best if Albert and I stayed here for the time being.
Aye, I agree. There must be a way to get him off our path. I'll check it out. What are those rats up to anyway? I could use those barrels, if I could reach them. They seem distracted by that crate. I'm sure we can sneak around.
Parsley, trout, sea bass, eel, porridge, brown rice and garnished
This flour will match my scent.
Nutmeg, mull stout, and yogurt. Oh, I don't think it's any of those things. Maybe some sweet liver, some Scotch sausage, some rabbit teeth, rye mutton, or soy salted kidneys, or maybe some mealworm, or biscuits, or sweet flavoured kale coated walnuts. Maybe some...
I bet Frabie passed by this way.
Have you come to rescue me again?
That wasn't my plan. Do you need rescuing?
No, I most certainly am not.
Okay then. Stay warm. I wonder if these rock formations have any hidden caves. This one is a bit larger than the last, but I think the campfire is just on the other side. Can your shoulder hold up, Sophia?
Quit worrying about me, Liam. I can do anything I've ever been able to do.
Oh no. Sophia, are you alright? I didn't realize that would be so rough.
I'm alright. A few leaves in my fur, but that's to be expected out in the wilderness.
I'd go so far as to say it was almost fun.
More rats. You two, wait up here till I give a signal. The mouth of the river must be inside that cave! I wish we had time to explore. Crates, barrels, and rats. I've done all this before. Think like a scout. Think! Crates, barrels, and rats. I've done all this before. Think like a scout. Think!
Fine. But we're not pausing because you're tired. Go find something useful.
This'll make for a great camp. Shall we stay here tonight?
I dare say. Perhaps we'd better start a fire and make some soup. I've been gathering some mushrooms and fruits.
That's wonderful, Albert. Oh, I'm starved.
The warm mushroom and potato soup filled their bellies and provided a sort of comfort. For there is no challenge in this world that does not seem just a little easier after a good hot meal.
Thank you, Albert, for collecting all this. It's just what we needed.
I'm glad to be able to help, young scout. I know you're anxious to see your Sophia well, and taking an aging tailor on your journey isn't exactly the most efficient choice. But I'm grateful for your help, and I hope I've helped you in return.
Thank you, Albert. Truly.
Well now, Liam, it certainly proved to be a good choice to bring Albert along, didn't it?
Yes, it certainly did. Albert in, why don't you?
I wouldn't dream of it.
I didn't mean to hesitate on taking him with us. I know we're supposed to serve with Landers Sophia, but it's just... I'm frightened for you. We have to get you to the Winsome Wraith, and soon.
Oh, don't worry, you. I can hold out a little longer.
I know you can. You're a toughie. I suppose I'm also worried that I can't keep everyone safe. Albert is a great help, that is for certain, but he's not a scout.
Liam Rivermouse, I am confident that you're entirely capable of caring for us all. Nothing will go wrong. I'm certain of it. Besides, we're scouts. We can't leave anyone behind.
I know. We have a duty to help. And sometimes, we need help in return. Couldn't have gotten far without Albert today.
Aye. Perhaps Martin himself sent him our way. They say he watches over warriors, you know.
I'd like to think that's true. But perhaps he's with us even now.
And with a newfound hope unfurling in his chest, Liam allowed himself to drift into sleep.
What was that?
Liam strained his ears, listening for the sound.
The scout's call! But 3. 3 means danger.
Before Liam was a scout, a whistle for danger meant it was time to flee. But now, with his initiation upon him, he felt a responsibility. If a fellow scout was in danger, he had to help. He didn't want to leave Sophia, but neither did he want to wake her. She desperately needed to rest. Perhaps he thought he could investigate and then return to make a plan.
If I can find a high vantage point, I can use my wayglass to see who's in danger.
Liam's heart dropped like a lead weight. It was Freyby. Liam knew he should get back to camp and make a plan with the others. But if he left Freyby alone, who knows what would happen to him? There was nothing for it. Liam knew he had to help Freyby somehow.
What are you doing? Let me go!
Oh, brigands, thug scatterings. Not a hint of honor to be seen. Skirmishes south by southwest, another advancing upstream. Squads flanking east and others upon the escarpments. What are these raiders about? Who commands them? What could possibly draw these filthy vermin to my hunting ground?
Lilygrove! They're attacking Lilygrove!
Check your swollen tongue, mouse. The moment my cogitation's complete is the moment you're unmade. I presume you prefer not to truncate my deliberation.
Liam's heart raced. He knew full well he walked a narrow trail along the edge of dark forest. One wrong move and he'd be supper. He'd have to be clever. He'd have to be quick. The trick would be speaking to manners of honor and acting with respect. Simple utility would not be enough to impress a creature so proud.
If you plan to eat me, I'd just as well get on with it. If it's no inconvenience to you, sir.
Oh, rarely has my repast been quite so respectful. Perhaps I'll deign to slay you swiftly. Surely it falls on me to root these curs. Oh, and I relish the challenge. And yet the proper tactics escape me. The canopy masks their movements from on high, making my strikes inaccurate. I confess, I am vexed.
I can help you. Allow me, if I may, sir, to offer my assistance, feeble though it may be.
You patronize me, Locke. And yet I am intrigued. A beast after my own heart, perhaps, though not my presence, of course. Your recklessness amuses me, mildly. Enough to hear you out, at any rate. Prithee, elaborate.
Captain, sir, your strength is mighty indeed. You said yourself, all you need is eyes. Let me sneak in and signal to you where to strike.
'Tis a courageous plan to be sure, though perilous and risking much on the wee one's witness. I shall indulge this ludicrous fantasy of yours pro temporem. Succeed, and you may draw breath a little longer. Cross me, mouse, and you'll witness my gizzard.
I do hope Pickerel made it somewhere safe. I see them. 118 south, east at -3.
What are we doing out of this?
For the love of Nictar! Your gambit bears fruit, my Picayune picnic. You have earned your next breath, but not my certitude. Why have you come?
I seek assistance, sir. My betrothed lies poisoned and dying beneath the mighty juniper. We make haste for the Winsome Wraith.
The shaman? To seed your beloved's fate upon the impious alchemy of those shifty stoats? You will need assistance, indeed. Notwithstanding your purpose, you irrational insect, I ask in earnest, do you know who I am?
My need is great, and while you, Owl, whoever you may be larger than me in body, you are no greater in spirit. I'd tear the ears off a badger if it would save my Sophia.
Quite so. Quite so. I see gallantry within this phantom beast before me. Likewise, recklessness, insolence, and ostentation in the main. But surely courage. Fascinating. Perhaps I'll further query this tufted fool once again. Unbosom your bloodline, mouse.
You can see my uniform clear as day. I'm a scout, and that's the only bloodline that matters.
They say the blood of battle is thicker than the water of the womb. A true scout in name and nature, accepted and benighted by names I esteem and credit. Attend me, you flappy frump. I am content to extend our entente. I suggest you not take my grace for granted.
Oh no. They've captured Ichabod. 260 degrees west by -16.
Huh? What's that big thing of flying over?
On Glacier's honor.
We did it!
Pardon me?
I mean you. You did it, sir.
Quite right. Quite right. You do well to eulogize your deliverer, young one, and I am not averse to adulation, assuming the credit falls when it ought, namely upon my wraith-like wings. And yet such exertions leave me rather peckish.
And well, you deserve a snack. I thought I saw a plump old rat back down below the trees. I could help you find him yet again.
Oh, seduction is your strategy. Attempting to allure my eye away from your hide to his. A reasonable ploy. If predictable. I'll concede, comestible, that you've proven potent and deserve to draw another breath. But you remain, as before, an interloper, deserving of digestion. Why shouldn't I eat you?
Because the job remains undone, of course. You've only scattered the vermin when they ought to be fully routed.
Disappointing. You seek to stall whilst deliberating on a more convincing entreaty. Well, nonetheless, your point is well made. Still, I am at best irresolute. To feed or not to feed, that is the question. Whether it is nobler to suffer the darts and arrows of thither outrageous vermin alongside this valiant yet delectable snack. Or to count my spoils now, and my position in it.
Eat me if you must. But first, let's make sure these vermin never face your forest again. Let's put the fear of Martin in them, once and for all.
Your courage once again impresses me, young warrior. All in all, your mettle outweighs your wit. And as one soldier to another, I salute you, wee one. What you lack in breeding, you countervail with courage. Once more into the breach, allons-y!
There, between the ruined walls, at 102 east, 26 degrees below the horizon.
An owl! An owl! Everyone run! Run!
Liam felt almost dizzy with power. Had he finally just teamed up with an owl?
Our transient transaction is complete, it seems. For now.
Snow's fearsome voice drew Liam back to reality as he dropped Freyby at his feet.
You and your appetizing ally would be best advised to flee with all fortitude from my forest. I can promise no immunity to those who trespass or tarry for too long.
Liam, what do you think you're doing here?
I just saved your life.
Your fire! They saw the smoke!
What?
They sent 2 rats to investigate. Sophia's in danger!
No! Faster, Freyby! Come on! Sophia and Albert don't stand a chance against those vermin!
I tried to warn you!
Oh, how could I have been so stupid? A fire burning bright during a mission? If something's happened, if they're...
Oh, quit chatting and move!
So, Albert...
Why did you leave them, Liam? I warned you! Don't you listen to your scout's call?
I thought you needed help! I heard your whistle! 3 means danger! And that used to mean run, I know! But I'm a scout now! Scouts go toward danger, not away!
You blinking green initiate! You haven't got to prove yourself! If I'd wanted you to follow me, I would have whistled twice! Twice to come! You know this!
But... Oh, I'm such a fool!
Wait. Liam, look! There are tracks here. Tracks leading...
North.
North! Aye! They must have been captured. But at least we know they're alive.
Then that means I have to find them. Rats or no.
Let's go then. You two obviously need my help.
They moved through the forest as quickly and quietly as they could. Now that he had his wits about him again, Liam knew their only chance was the element of surprise.
Come on, Fraby. Stay low.
I am low.
It was only a few hours before they finally saw it. The mole mine, Camp Silver Sands, normally abandoned for the winter months, was now occupied by the sea rats.
This must be where they took Sophia and Albert.
Looks like other woodlanders have been captured too. We've got to get in there.
If we make some kind of distraction, perhaps we can get inside.
Aye, that was my idea. I'm on the distraction. I am a master of distractions, you know.
No! We shouldn't split up.
We'll be just fine. Leave it to me. You get in there and find Sophia and Albert, then meet me at that warehouse on the other side of the camp. Okay?
Oh, Fraby. Now is not the time to make a ruckus.
What? Spit it out. Well, I think she definitely notices you. Really? You know, that mousie right there has a sparkling pendant round her neck. I was thinking, what if I give it to Daisy? You think she'd like that? I know I'd like anything that sparkles. Ah, well,
Over here.
I think she'd right have your head like Clooney's ferret on a spear if you ever tried to give it to her without first impressing her, you know, with your muscles. Impressive? But look at me, Toothy. I can't even grow a scruffle. Not like old Greybones can. Wait, you think Daisy's got eyes for Greybones? Maybe if we can get these mice to move faster, we can get done earlier. And Daisy may still be ever so impressed with how hard you work. I'll even let you take all the credit. Ah, great thinking, Two-Foot. What's that? Oh, looky here. What's that? Looky here.
Liam, you've saved us. I can't thank you enough. I was afraid we'd never get away from those rats.
Oi, Foxglove. I would have gotten us out of there eventually. I was working up a plan just when Liam showed up.
I never thought we'd actually be attacked by rats. I mean, I know we were always told to prepare for it, but it never seemed real.
Remember how we played rats and mice as Dibbons, Liam? Guess it was good practice, huh?
Did you need something else, Liam?
Albert told me you all left Lilygrove together, but then he got separated when a horde of rats came through.
It was that horde that captured us. They showed up just moments after Albert disappeared. Oh, poor Albert. Mrs. Thatchling was giving him such a hard time. You know how she can be. He probably wandered off just to get away from her.
Of course, Albert would never admit to that.
No, never. Anyway, I'd been hearing something moving throughout the woods for a while, but Mrs. Thatchling kept telling me it was just my imagination. Well, it wasn't. If only she'd listened to me.
Foxglove has the ears of a hare, Liam. You should encourage her to join the Scouts.
I'm content right where I am, dear.
Thank you for rescuing us. Truly. Brunok and I are going to find our way to the big storage warehouse at the end of camp. We heard the rats haven't found a way in yet, so we might be safe there.
Excellent idea. I'll meet you both there, when I found Sophia and Albert.
I believe Ichabod and Columbine are trapped somewhere here as well. Ichabod's probably having a grand time trying to fight the whole horde himself, but, well, I know Columbine isn't too happy to be stuck here in the dirt.
I'll be sure to find them and send them your way. Then, we'll work together to escape this camp. For now, watch each other's tails.
Mouse is a dummy for thinking you can mess up our plans anyway. Yeah, we deserve a break. This old place stinks like mold. Stinks? Smells delicious.
Oi! Goodness me! Don't hurt me!
A mole? I'm so sorry. I thought you were a rat.
I'm a no vermint.
It's all right now. My name's Liam. Come on out. We've got to get out of here.
Oh, no, I won't. I think I'll be staying right here.
Rats are getting closer, but I can't get out. Unless... Hey! You're a mole!
No, yes, I be Glimmer. Nothing gets by you, young Mr. Mouser.
It's nice to meet you, Glimmer. But I need your help. I've got to find my friends.
Them you be going on, then.
Listen, I've got an idea that'll get us both out of here. The rubble is too thick for me to dig through, but not for you. If you can dig through the rubble pile over there, I can protect you from the rats. Can you do that for me?
Oh.
I've got to convince Glimmer to trust me. He's got to get out of there, or else the rats will catch us both.
Liam could see the twinkle of fear in the young mole's eyes, but by Martin's guidance could sense the seeds of heroism at war within him. In order to get them both safely through those old mines, he'd have to inspire courage and help sow a desire to aid and serve in Glimmer. No. If I just stay here in this closet, then Vermeil will just pass on by. No need to be making a move for it.
You can trust me, Glimmer. I want to hide too, but there are lots of other woodlanders in this camp that need saving, and I'll need your help to rescue them.
I do want to be helping other wood folk,
Yes, Glimmer wants to help others. Maybe I can use that to convince him to team up.
Why don't you just be getting out of here yourself? Don't be wasting time here.
I'm a Lily Grove scout. It's my job to protect woodlanders from vermin. If you come out, you can help me do just that.
Lily Grove scout, Mouses be helping others, Others like me.
I think Glimmer might be starting to trust me.
Does Mr. Liam be having a plan? What plan this be?
We need to save as many of the Woodlander refugees as we can, as well as my fiancée. To do that, we've got to create enough distractions to get the rats away from them.
Mr. Liam think I can help his plan? I can do my best.
I'm getting somewhere with this.
Oh, I think Mr. Liam be better off without old Glimmer, or I'll just be slowing you down.
I could never leave you behind, Glimmer, no matter what. Besides, I can't get to the refugees without your digging claws to help.
My digging be able to be helping? You sure?
One step closer.
Oh, I'm too scared, Mr. Liam. I can't move my feet.
Every woodlander in this camp is scared too, Glimmer. They need someone to help them. You could be that someone.
You're right, Mr. Liam. I've got to do something. I've got to help.
And you can help them, Glimmer. We can help them together.
Okay, Mr. Liam. We trust ya.
Hurry, to the rubble. Can you get through it?
I be good at digging. If I be good at anything...
I smell ya. Got to get better at catching the mice before they run off Thornfist.
Oh, more rats.
Don't worry. Just stay calm and stay quiet. I'll handle it.
Oh, right. I'll stay out your way here. Underground, maybe. Oh, brr.
Good plan, Glimmer. I'll signal when it's safe.
Daisy Mace, the best rat he's got. I've got twice a witch she does. This stupid bloodwell. His eyes are on her even more than cheeses. What is wrong with mild taste?
Any rat with a taste for woodland flesh has got something wrong with his head. That's what I say.
I could have captured those wretched lily-grove mice long ago and on.
Bloody senses aren't what they used to be. Back in my day, we had proper loot, not this garbage.
There you two are. Foxglove and Brunok are making their way to the warehouse at the end of camp. You two go meet up with them and wait for us there.
Aye, aye. Why don't you read us a bedtime story and tuck in our quilts too?
Oh, hush, you old grump. We'll head there straight away. Do give those horrible rats an extra dollop of stink eye for me, young scout.
I smell fresh air up ahead, just across this pit.
Oh, brr, I don't like being up quite so high, Mr. Liam.
It's all right, Glimber. Look, it's just a minecart. Perfectly safe. I promise I won't let you fall.
I suppose I could be braver.
I'd best make sure this track's properly aligned. See? It's all right.
Oh, I don't be liking that, no siree.
Let's keep going. Glimber, do you mind if I ask you some things as we move about?
Oh, not at all, Mr. Liam. What you be wanting to know, her? We should possibly be looking for more of them mousy refugees, Mr. Liam. So we can be getting out of camp soon as possible.
Yes. Let's find Sophia and get out of here. Where does this cart end up?
I've been using this one in a long while, but she'll be leading right down young campberries and moles live in the summer. Oh, in that warehouse your mousy friends be heading.
Great. Let's go. Hold on to your stomach.
Oh, brr. I don't like this. I don't.
You failed to mention that the rails were out.
What? I didn't know. Oh, I don't think I can do it. No, not after that there cart ride.
Badger waffles. Can you try, Glimber? Sophia needs us.
I can dig through here, actually. So it'll be quite diggable, but I don't think it'll be sturdy enough for you to be following.
Well, I'm sure I can make my way through the canyon here. I'll meet you on the other side then, in just 2 beats of the otter's tail.
we should possibly...
Yes. Let's... Albert, thank goodness you're all right.
We woke to the sound of rats surrounding the camp. They had us bound and gagged before we could hardly try and fight back.
Are these the same rats you saw earlier in Old Moss Creek?
Yes. Led by that large one. She's
So it doesn't look like you're
the
getting
one
far
who's
on your own.
interrogating Sophia.
How bad you
How is Sophia's
like
wound?
scum snout.
Is it better? Worse? Is she scared?
About any
Oh, I'm so sorry, Albert.
Told me that.
I should never have left you two behind.
It was getting worse yesterday. And it's certainly not suddenly better now. Not with all this mine dirt getting into it. But now isn't the time to be chatting, Liam. You must hurry to Sophia.
You three, get out of here, now. Foxglove and Brunok went to the pantry. It's safe, for now. Good thinking, Glimber. You all climb up. I'll get Sophia and we'll meet you there. Go now!
Anything about any key?
Have any of you mangy-furred lugs found that whelp who keeps stirring up our supplies, eh? If we don't gather enough supplies, Clooney's gonna have all our hides, you lot. Is that what you want? Now, Mouse, you were gonna tell me what your little mousy captain did with the key, weren't you? It was right on the tip of your tongue.
I haven't got anything on the tip of my tongue.
Don't lie to me, Mouse. I know the scouts are moving the key.
I already told you. I don't know anything about any key.
Liar! What's that? What did you say? Listen, Mouse. If you haven't noticed, you're trapped in this place, and they know there's nothing to say here. Haven't you noticed how bad you read? Like scum snout. Tell me something else. Don't sass me, you rotten little mouse. Oh, I know what you think. You think you're such a clever little wit, just like the rest of you woodland ghouls. But it was all too easy to burn your backbones to the ground. You're really just a shallow, pathetic species that deserves to lie in a pit in the mud. And that's where you'll be once Clooney's done with you. I promise. Now, I'll let you go. But first, you've got to tell me what your mousy captain did with the key.
I already told you. I don't know anything about any key.
Have any of you mangy-furred lugs found that whelp who keeps stirring up our supplies, eh? If we don't gather enough supplies, Clooney's gonna have all our hides, you lot.
Whoa.
What you want? Now, Mouse, you were gonna tell me what your little mousy captain did with the key. Don't lie to me, Mouse. I know the scouts are moving the key.
Ugh.
What did you say? Prudy's gonna have all our hides, you lot. Is that what you want? Now, Mouse, you were gonna tell me.
Anything on the tip of my tongue.
Don't lie to me, Mouse. I know the scouts are moving the key. What's that? What did you say? Listen, Mouse. If you haven't noticed, you're trapped in this cage. And you know
Let me go. If I gave you the key on a platter.
I'll always keep my word. Though it doesn't look like you're getting far on your own. Haven't you noticed how bad you read?
Don't know anything about any key.
You already told me that. Tell me something else. Don't sass me, you rotten little mouse. I know what you think. You think you're such a clever little critter, just like the rest of you woodlander fools. But it was all too easy to burn your friends to the ground. You're really just a shallow, pathetic species that deserves to lie in a pit in the mud. And that's where you'll be once Clooney's done with you. I promise it.
What's that scent?
It smells like me mum's cooking.
No, you idiots. We ain't leaving the Mouser Scout.
Just a bite.
I'm starving.
You blockheads. Don't eat all of it.
Liam? How did you...
Liam, we'll keep him occupied.
Oh, Sophia, I'm so sorry. I never should have left you alone in the forest. Are you all right? Did he hurt you?
I'm all right, Liam. How do you trick the rats into leaving?
Let's just say Fraby is one mastermind trickster. Now come on, we've got to get up that ladder to the pantry.
I'll get those mouses if it's the last thing I do.
Fraby, you genius! Your distractions worked wonders!
I told you to leave it to me. Now,
Mr. Liam,
we've got to get everyone
don't
out
mean
of Camp
interrupting,
Silver Sands without being seen.
Is that a battering ram?
Didn't you see him building it, Mr. Liam?
I most certainly did not!
Hey, this isn't anything we can't handle. Maybe.
We caught her.
We have to get out now.
There'll be a ladder.
But that door is solid oak, so I think we've at least got some...
Liam Rivermouse!
What?
Wouldn't you agree that Glimber, who knows this camp like the back of his paw, might be able to solve this puzzle you're unwittingly failing to solve? Not to mention, you've been ignoring him since you started talking.
Oh, I don't mean be making any domestic squabble.
I'm so sorry. I was caught up in myself. I'm sorry, Sophia. Glimber, how do we get out of here?
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Liam. There'll be another ladder for in the pantry. Be letting out their backs so no vermin be seeing us.
That'll work perfectly. Fraby, let's get everyone onto the roof.
These rats have made enough of a mess of our lives. We think it's time we strike back.
We don't have time for that. We've got to get everyone to safety.
We discussed it long before you arrived, young scouts. This pantry is full of supplies the rats will use against other woodlanders. Supplies Lilygrove could use to fight back.
That door is made of solid oak. It'll take them a moment to break it down.
We can help.
I think we should try it.
I suppose we could snatch up some of the supplies on our way to the ladder.
You scouts can tell us where to go from up here.
Are you sure about...
I think they do be, Mr. Liam.
Getting everyone to the ladder is my top priority, all right? No lollygagging behind. Now, let's go.
Finding anything useful, Mrs. Thatcher?
I have indeed, Mr. Forebrand. These moles have got a stock full of everything I could ever think of. Quite fascinating, really.
Fish? Those moles sure know how to preserve a trout.
Please, hurry!
Hey,
bet the rats
I
could
can't
use
lift these on my own.
springs. I think I'll take them for myself. Onward!
Oh, this is just junk. What did you find?
Oh, I've got some nuts and berries in here. We've got to get past these barrels.
Sorry, Mrs. Thatcher. Canberries. Oh, I do love these.
Not to worry, Mr. Forebrow. I've got it.
Trap them in corners. Don't let them get to the rafters. Do whatever you've got to do. First one to catch me a mousey doesn't get their head on a pike.
Well. Looky here.
Where are these whelps keeping the good stuffs?
Don't worry, Captain. They won't get far. I smell some over here. They smell of brine. Wait a minute. They smashed the pickles. Why would they do that? Oh no. There's pickles all over the floor. I just want some pickles.
Jeez, these rotten mood. Not to mention that mousy is waiting to run all over the place. My legs hurt. Come under it. Pause up. And I'll tell the captain. You were real forward. Aye, jeez, he's rough the mood. He's putting my stomach on it. I'm not sure to mention that mouse.
You'll be the one, sir.
Keep searching. I will be happy to know it. It'll be dinner time by now.
Where are all the good tools? Captain, some of these barrels be empty. Where'd that pickaxe go?
Will you lot do something besides
I could have
me a
sworn
lunch,
this
yeah?
was filled with nails a second ago. Knew there was something
Trap them in
going on
corners.
here.
Don't let them get to the rafters. Do whatever you've got to do.
Sabotaging the supplies. I'm gonna skin him alive.
I got him, Captain.
Nothing yet. I need those nuts, or you'll be the one served for dinner. What are you lazy bones doing, huh? Get back to work! What's that? What did you say? Will you lot do something besides whimper for your lunch, yeah?
Nothing yet, Captain.
What do you mean they're not here? They can't be far. Here, mousey, mousey. How about we make it a contest? First one to catch me a mousey doesn't get their head on a pike. You can snack when you get these supplies organized. Oh, that scout's gonna pay. I swear it. Ouch! Oh, man.
Captain! Blimey, he's dead! Jeez, he's dead! Oh, woe is this day. Our captain's been cased from the great ship and has walked the plank to Hell's Gate. Into a barrel no less. Should have taken at least a badger to snuff him out. Sink me.
Everyone, stick together. Help each other along. No one gets left behind.
Wait, he's still alive! And now, the moises are getting away!
Find those mice! Find them!
Where do we go now?
Oh, Mr. Liam, there be this here lever over by he dam, and if he pull any lever, he dam be opening up.
And the dam will release the river right into the camp.
Boy, okay. And I suppose it be sweeping all ye rats away. What you think?
Yes! Glimber, that's genius!
Oh,
Up there! Don't let them escape!
Pull the lever!
Ah, fine, you disgusting dingbottoms. You snot-nosed ferrety wretches. You better run, you nasty little mouselings. Although, you might not like who you find that way.
Don't listen to him, Liam. Keep running.
Liam and the Woodlanders escaped Camp Silver Sands and succeeded in washing away the rats. But the scouts still had a ways to go before reaching the Winsome Wraith. Liam feared the Lily Grovers would only slow them down, and time was of the essence in saving Sophia's life.
All right. Sophia, Fraby and I are continuing onward to the Winsome Wraith then. I suppose you'll all be coming along?
I'm not walking into the house of a stoat. No. These supplies aren't going to do any good in the north. We've got to bring them back south, to Lily Grove.
The scouts will have great need of them in rebuilding all our homes. It's the least we can do to help.
We've got each other, and we'll be careful this time. We won't be caught unaware again.
Especially now that those rats are all miles away down the river.
Very well. Sophia, Fraby and I are going on to the Winsome Wraith. All of you, stay together and stay safe, all right?
Mr. Liam?
What is it, Glimber?
Oh, I'm not much for Lilygruff, I'm not. I'm just a lonely groundskeeping mole with no more grounds to keep her. Maybe I could be helping you on your journey?
Well, Glimber, I think maybe...
Liam, can I talk to you? Liam, I think we should take Glimber with us.
I hate the idea of leaving him behind too, but he's too slow. We need to get to the Winsome Wraith, and we've already lost too much valuable time.
But Liam, he's scared. Besides, his digging claws are what got us out of Camp Silver Sands alive. We may be needing them again.
Well, sure, but he's afraid of his own 2 feet. What will we do if we're attacked? My mission is to get you to the Wraith, not a lone mole.
You don't sound like yourself, Liam. The Liam I know would do anything to help a lonely, vulnerable critter.
You're right. I'm sorry. Of course, we will bring Glimber with us, if that's what he wishes.
There. That's the Liam I'm marrying.
And so Glimmer joined them on their journey, and they all bid farewell to the other Woodlanders. More determined than ever, Liam and his friends walked north along the edge of the creek. Slowly but surely the hours ticked by, and before they knew it the sun was near setting. In the distance they could see that a storm was fast approaching, and when they finally reached the abandoned fishing village, it was practically upon them.
Pontaderia.
Close. I can't wait for a warm bed and a soft meal.
Don't you mean a warm meal and a soft bed?
Well, my jaw is a bit sore. My toes a bit cold.
You thinking them stoats drink tea?
Head up the ladder. I'll follow behind. Make sure everyone gets up all right.
I'll burn you for birthday time! nothing! I'll kill you! I'll flay you alive!
But Scumsnout's threats were empty that day.
I'm still alive. Oh, thank Martin, you're all right.
Liam, I thought that might have been the end of us. But you're here. You're here.
And just for a moment as she held him, Liam's fears didn't seem so frightening after all.
Come on, Soph. Let's get you out of the rain.
He still wasn't sure, but facing a giant were-rat has a way of putting things in perspective.
Liam.
What is it?
I think you should have this. It's the Tangram. A key. Robin wanted me to give it to Valo, but, I'm thinking maybe you should do it.
What? But you're the one who carried it all this way. Why would you give this to me, Freyby?
Well, I thought I could do anything, you know, before. But, well, back there, you jumped into action, and I didn't. You put our safety above your own, Liam. You saved us from Scumsnout. I'm not sure I could do that. I didn't do that.
Freyby.
Oh, I don't mean to be pitying myself. I just mean I admire what you did. I thought you needed my help, but I would have still been stuck up in that pine without you, truth is. You should be the one to deliver this to Valo.
Freyby, please. You're far more experienced than I am, and...
Aye, I am more experienced than you, Liam. That's why I'm giving the Tangram to you.
It's strange how such a small, seemingly insignificant object can be so important. You did well, Freyby, bringing it this far. And you're a good friend.
Don't get mushy on me, Liam. All right. Just take it.
All right, all right.
Who are you and what do you want?
Are you Valo?
I am.
Captain Robin Spring Hunter sent us. We're scouts, and we need your help.
Oh, yeah? And just what makes you think that we'd want to help you?
Despicable pirate king. He sails the seven seas in search of high adventure, swindler of gold by pillage and pilfer, contemptible, detestable, and wretched. He's a despicable pirate king. Yo-ho! He gathers up his crew and says, "Welcome aboard!" But they better watch out when he says, "Ahoy!" He ties them up and flashes his sword, then he makes them all jump overboard. Well, blow me down, the despicable pirate is the king of treachery. A skull and crossbones for his crown. He will not think twice as he pulls a man down. Yo-ho, yo-ho, beware of the pirate king. Yo-ho, 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 the despicable pirate yo-ho, yo-ho. He sailed out to sea and dropped the anchor. The different crew walked the plank for his pleasure. Get out of the way or he will shout, "I will take my skirt and put your eye out." So throw me down, the despicable pirate is the king of treachery. A skull and crossbones for his crown. He will not blink twice as he pulls a man down. While anchored off the coast of Barbary, he found a treasure chest buried neath the sea. He dug it all up and the booty did keep. Now he thinks he's pirate royalty. Well, blow me down, the despicable pirate is the king of treachery. A skull and crossbones for his crown. He will not blink twice as he pulls a man down. Yo-ho, Yo ho, beware of the pirate king.